Let's bring in Senior Adjunct Fellow at the Nonpartisan Foundation for Defense of Democracies, Anthony Ruggiero. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us today. It's great to have you. I wonder if I could ask you about this daring hostage rescue of these 4 Israeli hostages by the IDF. Can you tell us any more about that?
Well, thanks for having me. You know, it's a great day and evening for those 4 families, hearing that their loved ones have been returned to Israel alive. You know, unfortunately for the over 100 other families, it's probably bittersweet for them, and you know, certainly there are Americans amongst those hostages as well. It sounds like it was a daring rescue. Unfortunately, you know, the commander and one of the troops were killed in the operation, but you know, it was an effort to, you know, basically fulfill what the Israelis have said, which is to bring all of the hostages home, you know, regardless of what it takes to accomplish that.
Yeah, and we don't want to forget about the rest of those hostages that are still in captivity. You're right. They are always in our thoughts and prayers. Let me ask you about this. Opposition leader Benny Gantz was supposed to give his resignation today. That's now been postponed. Do you think the dynamics are changing there? He's been pressing for a post-war plan. So far, Prime Minister Netanyahu has not presented one. This has caused major tension there and here at the White House. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's some questions of whether he was even alerted before the operation, so that could also indicate some problems with the coalition inside of Israel. You know, the pressure on Israel to come up with a post-war plan, you know, in my mind, really it doesn't focus on the broader issue, which is Iran. And you know, we have this effort by Israel to try and you know, defang, if you will, Hamas, but we also see that, you know, Israel is being attacked by Hezbollah in the north, and there are other tentacles of the octopus or the ring of fire, whatever you want to call it, of Iran really trying to encircle Israel. I think there's a lot of focus by the Biden administration on pressuring Israel into a ceasefire that won't really solve the broader problem, which is that this administration has really allowed Iran to, you know, acquire more money and resources that it then gives to the proxies around Israel to attack Israeli citizens, and in this case, hold over 100 of them hostage.
Yeah, and that leads to my next question. I know you feel that the U.S., the Biden administration, has done too much constraining, if you will, of Israel in its war effort against Hamas and not enough supporting. Can you explain your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's one of those where this administration had spends you know, just a little bit of time that they do on constraining Israel and spend that focus on restraining Tehran and its nuclear program, which is now, you know, really at the threshold near a nuclear weapons state. You know, the administration had to be essentially convinced to support a resolution in Vienna last week. And the administration has allowed China to buy oil from Iran at much larger levels. And Iran is in a much better position than it was 4 years ago when the Trump administration ended. And so that's really the way to start to help Israel, is to stop Iran.
Okay, last question now, and we were just peeking in on that protest at the White House. But let me ask you this. Prime Minister Netanyahu is expected to address a joint session of Congress next month. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi says he shouldn't come. Let's listen to what she had to say, and I'll get your quick reaction.
I think this is wrong. Frankly, I didn't approve of his being invited the last time, but the Speaker just on his own invited him without consulting with the rest of the leadership. And he came and he criticized President Obama, and I thought it was completely inappropriate.
Okay, so she thinks it's completely inappropriate. Quick reaction to what she said.
I think the D-Day anniversaries this week show that the importance of standing with our allies, and that's what we should be doing here with Israel. Stand with our allies, not standing, you know, with Iran and others who want to do harm to our allies.
All right. Anthony Ruggiero, thank you so much for your thoughts today. Appreciate your time.